How's it going, guys? This is Total Destruction 1497. In today's Total tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to chroma key, aka use a green screen, in Sony Vegas Pro 11. Now, in a few minutes, we're going to be going over to the computer so I can show you just how the steps and process works. But right now, I'm going to be showing you how exactly a proper green screen looks. Now, there are some mistakes with this green screen behind me. It's a very cheap way of making a green screen. All I did was put 4 pieces of green poster board behind me, and that's all I really did. I had a real green screen, but it's faded and it doesn't work properly anymore. So I had to do a makeshift version of a green screen. Now, a real green screen would be this color, a very bright green, a lime green, a very bright neon, almost like you would see some construction workers wearing. Now, as I point out, there are some flaws with this. First off, as you can see right about here, there is a very large glare from the light up above me. Now, the reason that there's a glare there is because I put tape to prevent it from folding up. Now, this was a big mistake on my part because, as you know, tape creates a glare. That is, if you use clear tape or a very shiny tape. Like if you were to use green duct tape, it would work, because it's green and it blends in. It would perfectly blend in with your green screen. But tape like this, unless you have very minimal amounts, it will glare like this. That's really the only flaw, but I'm about to tell you some things that you also don't want with your green screen. You don't want any part of your green screen being darker than the other. That's why I'd recommend having a large light above you like that, or just lots of light. It has to be even all the way across. Okay? That's something that you definitely don't want, because if a part of the green screen is darker than the other, even though it may not seem like it's going to be a big deal, it is, because it has to be one solid color, one color that matches this color. This side has to be the exact same color as this side, down to the minimalist detail. Another thing you don't want is folds, creases, or bulges in your green screen. You want your green screen to be as flat as it can be without ripping it, of course. But you want it to be perfectly flat. Now this can be a little bit flatter, but like I said, it is a kind of a cheaper way of doing it until I can invest in a better green screen. But you don't want any folds, creases, or bulges in your green screen because, again, that will create different shades and your green screen will not look right. Okay? So, that is really all that's required with a green screen. Now we're going to go over to the computer so I can show you the processes involved in chroma keying or green screening in Sony Vegas Pro 11.
Alright guys, so we are here at the computer, and now I'm going to show you the steps that you have to take in order to do a proper chroma key. Now as you can see, I have my Total Destruction 1497 Productions logo, and this will be the background for our green screen image. Now, like I said, you need the background. Some kind of background. You can do it with both video and picture. It works the same way, but you also want to import your green screen video that you took. Really, you can do it with any color, any solid color. Green just works the best. So, alright, so now that we have our video, as you can see, it's nothing special. I'm not talking, I'm just kind of doing weird dance moves. Which I would prefer not to show you. Maybe I'll put it at the end of the video so you can see what the end product looks like, but I won't render it while recording because that takes entirely too long. But now as you can see, make sure, this is one thing you have to make sure that your green screen video is on top of your background, otherwise it won't work properly. So now what you want to do is you want to go to Video Effects right here, and you want to go to Chroma Keyer. Now you can choose green screen and click and drag it to your video. and video preview. As you can see, you can already see the background image. Now what you want to do is you just want to adjust these sliders so that way both videos appear without any problems. Now as you can see, that works pretty good right there. Just adjust that a little bit. It does take a bit of patience sometimes. It doesn't work properly all the time. Like, it doesn't work the first time you try it. And let me just adjust the quality real quick in the preview. Okay, it might take a minute to readjust, but I need it so that way I can see if there's any. Alright, so as you can see, the edges look kind of rigid as far as my hair and stuff goes. What you want to do is you just want to move the blur amount so that way it looks like it's blending in a little bit more. And for this, I'm probably going to go down to preview. Whoa, yeah, see, and that makes you a ghost. But anyways, so yeah, you just want to... Actually, my blur looks pretty good, but basically what blur amount is it smooths it so it looks all like one video and not like, very, I don't know how to describe it, but it basically blurs the edges around your body, so that way it looks like all one image and not an actual, so you can't really tell it's a green screen. But that's almost a little too much, so I don't think I actually need any blur. Maybe a tiny bit, but not much, to be completely honest. Alright, and you can adjust accordingly. Like I said, sometimes it does take a bit of patience with the low and high threshold. But mine just so happened to go a little bit quicker. And as you can see right here, behind my neck, there's a shadow. Now this is something you definitely don't want in a green screen, because it will distort the color and whatnot, and it won't look realistic if there's a shadow, especially if you're, doing a shot like if your background image is something far away. It wouldn't make sense if there's a shadow, or if you're like in an open field, it wouldn't make sense if there's just some random shadow behind you. Like, make sure you're a good distance away from the green screen, which I think is something I forgot to mention in the beginning when I was actually out on camera explaining in front of the green screen. But so as you can see, it looks pretty good right about now, and that's really all you have to do. You can also, if this will not freeze, you can also, let me get back in here real quick to the green screen. Alright, you can also adjust the color of this. For instance, if you have another solid color that you want to use, like if you have blue, well, there actually is a blue screen template on here, so if you have a blue screen, it should be fine. But like if it's another solid color like red or white or black or something like that, I actually wouldn't recommend using black because that would be that's a little more difficult to do. But you can adjust the color with here. You can just move the sliders. I'm not going to move it because it would mess up everything. But you can also do this and then click right here to match the color of the screen behind you, and it should work perfectly fine. But anyways, I'm not going to do that. No! Yeah, see, I just messed everything up. Okay, yeah, all I have to do is go to undo chroma key or change. But so anyways, that is basically all you really have to do as far as green screen goes. If you encounter any problems during the process, you can leave those questions in the comments below. Any concerns or questions about chroma keying, green screening, or even Sony Vegas in general, any video requests, you can also leave those in the comments below. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you have, or no, I said that already. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, remember to stay in the path of destruction. Thank you for watching this total tutorial.